はい、画面来ましたね。
I don't have it up. Am I on?
You are on.
I'm on.
Good luck.
Okay. All right, we're just gonna go into it right now. The timing's not gonna start yet, so we can do this and get this cutscene out of the way. Timing for this game begins on our first input. I'll announce it. So I'll be able to pause. Hello. This is gonna be Scarlet Nexus. This is like a game from what 2020 or something. Bandai Namco. Action RPG. It's kind of set in a like supposed to be futuristic-y, kind of cyberpunk-y world where people have powers.
Even now,
everybody pretty much gets one if they have it, I guess. Except for one character. One character is going to be really overpowered. And that's the
改めてですが、バンダイナムコから2021年に発売されたアクション RPG でございます。
Basically, it's going to be there's like bad monsters, and we're part of this militaristic group that was left, the other suppression force. They're called Others, and we gotta kill them. We gotta take them out. They're doing bad things. And eventually, the story's gonna turn out there's actually a bad guy doing bad guy things, and we gotta go take him out. Unique concept, I know. If you ignore all of the RPGs, but get ready on time here. Once I'll say, I'll count it down. So, 3, 2, 1. Go. Timing for this.
タイマースタートです。
Again, we don't care about the beginning. We're going to be thrown into a tutorial here. We're going to be playing Kasane. There's two characters, Kasane and Yuto.
こちら解説の応募ありませんので、解説できる方いらっしゃいましたらご応募お待ちしております。
They have different stories, different partners, kind of different movesets, but they both have the same power here. That's psychokinesis. If you look at the bottom here, you'll see a purple gauge, and we're taking some points away. Every little, every like big chunk on the top of that tick is how much we need to throw something. And then there's smaller ticks. We don't care about that too much right now. That's later. Kasane is a little different in Yuto. They do play differently. She has a sweet spot, if you think like, you know, Smash, Marth, that kind of thing. We're forced to do what the tutorials say early on, so we're limited in speed by how fast the tutorial can tell us to do stuff at first. We are going to be playing on hard difficulty, because at release, that was the hardest difficulty for the game. And so I routed that. Since then, there's been a patch that introduced very hard. But we are on a down patch version, and we'll get into that later, because we're going to be doing speedrun things with needing that. For now, we're kind of locked out of some of our movesets until we unlock them in the tutorial here, and a lot of these are going to be just spacing to make sure that we get sweet spots. It's different for each attack. That loaded really fast. We are able to do follow-up attacks after throwing, and we're able to do follow-up throws. These are nearly the same mechanics, but a little bit different. If we pull an object through an enemy, we'll get extra damage on them. About 1/3 of the damage that you get normally. And now we're gonna have a big boy here. Some enemies have weak points. Like these, the light bulbs on its side. It was a crit, but it was irrelevant. If we get a red number, then we have crit. We're gonna try to aim for the weak points here.
一部の敵には弱点があるようですね。
Yeah, it was very cooperative, no lasers. Well, I guess he couldn't find it. Anyways, that's our tutorial out of the way. So,
なるほど、念
again,
力
this
という
is
か
to be any percent.
重力
So
操
there's
作といいますか。
plenty of skips in this run.
で、オブジェクトを持ち上げて敵にぶつけて攻撃する。
Again, you have your attacks. You have normal attacks with like square, which are kind of for damage. They reach a bit farther. The backstep attack, the triangle, is to build PK gauge, the purple meter. Builds a little bit more than normal. So we're gonna have to do that a lot to get a backyard meter, otherwise we're not gonna be throwing anything, and throwing stuff is our best form of damage. I need to do a shop real quick. I'm gonna buy our first accessory here, this just makes us stronger. And a free DLC outfit that does nothing but waste time, technically. It loses a bit of time, but I like the way that looks, and I think it's important to look good in a run. So I get it every time. For now, we're just gonna be running around. We'll be unlocking double jump soon, and that'll be a faster form movement. And again, we're part of this kind of military group that protects things, and we're fighting... well, we're going to be fighting our first group of enemies here.
もうすぐ2段ジャンプが解禁されるのかな。
Pause. I'm going to be checking for a drop. We do need to get a drop.
より早く動けるというか、広く動けるようになるようですね。
It's not jumping yet.
Just be careful. Don't push yourself too hard. Yeah, I know, but there are a lot of others.
These things can knock me down if they jump at me.
Get away. Right. Okay. Let's find.
And we have no way to get up quickly yet. We'll get a rebound skill later. But for now... we got the wrong blue drop. We need a blue drop off them, but we didn't get
いや、
the
好きな衣装にしただけですね。衣装、なるほど。
I wonder how many others there are.
一応自動翻訳も見ながら
We'll take them out.
見てますので、ちょっと誤りがあるかもしれないですが、
Hold on.
奏者さんが話しているところ
I'm
は
getting beat up
拾
here.
えればだなと思います。
Anyways, we have all kinds of different enemies. These are just chumps for now. We don't have the full mechanics yet. We're gonna be fighting a goat here. I'll explain the run more a bit once we're out of some action-y stuff. The weak point here is on the back, and we're gonna hope that Yuito, the other player character here that we'd have,
See what's happening.
helps out and doesn't just run in a circle the whole time. Because he does more damage than us right now and can knock down. Little mini
こ
boss here.
こにいるのが、映ってるのがもう
If
一
it
人
gets
の
up
主
on
人
its
公
hind
の
legs, we're in for a
ユ
bad
イト
time 'cause we'll have to dodge.
ですね。
We
また
hope
助
that it
け
just
てるのかな
keeps trying to kick.
手伝ってるのかな
Alright, that was a good fight. That was good. No charges outside the initial, which is normal. We're gonna be unlocking the brain map here. This is our skill tree. We're gonna be expanding upon it later, but for now we're just going to go into it, use the mouse because it's a little bit quicker, and get power up to make it stronger. The left side of the map is kind of your damage stuff. The top is like mobility, and the right side is kind of support. Extra accessories, some extra effects for other things that we'll get into when we get there. And now because one
ス
opening
キル
wasn't
ツリーの
enough,
左側
enemy
が
opening
また明治系。
game of course is one of my weeb games, my trashy
右側が
games
なん
that
だ
I
ろう、
like
さ
to
っ
route
き
and
言
run
ってたけど、
sometimes.
スキル系でいいのかな
So yeah, we're playing on 1.03, a downpatch version to a very specific version. Current version is 1.08. This version was when they introduced an option to turn off SAS animations, which we haven't gotten to yet, but it's when you partner up with characters, get your powers, which we'll be getting to.
どうやら
Um,
ちょっと古い
there
バ
would
ージョン
be
で
like a
遊んでるみ
second
たい
and
で
a
す
half
ね。
cut in depending on the character. Every time you connect. And originally the route revolved around getting that as little as possible, so it was a bit rough on glitchless. Although you had to lose. But that was annoying, and so they added the option to just turn it off. We are going to turn it on for one fight to exploit something for a strategy. But outside that, we'll leave it off. And 1.04 is when they patched out the main mechanic for our skips here. We are going to utilize Kasane's ridiculous horizontal movement that she gets in the air. She can move really quickly, really far in the air. Yuito, on the other hand, moves about as slow as imaginable. Maybe even slower than you can imagine. It's absolutely pathetic. And I haven't outed Yuito, because it doesn't seem fun. But Yeah, we're gonna use that, and the main skip mechanic that we're gonna be abusing will be the combo vision later, which we'll get into, and that allows us to
重ねの方が早く OK っぽい
momentum,
ですか
which
ね。
means you can kind of do whatever you want. That's where we're on this version. 1.08 has its own unique kind of skips that are done with a invisible staircase mechanic. That's also another way of skipping we're going to be doing, but that's FPS dependent, and I don't want to do that unless I have to.
Can everyone hear me?
It did get an anime,
We can
and
create
I think that was a mistake.
whenever we want, even
They
lower
probably
someone
shouldn't
else.
have split
Let me
their
know if
marketing
anything
like that. That's not a good thing to do. Yeah, I got some chumps here.
Don't those crows
Nice
realize
camera.
that we jam them because we don't want them around? There's nothing we can do.
Okay, we didn't get trolled.
Right to broadcast OSF activities.
So we're going to be given the SAS here. On the bottom right, you'll see a yellow gauge. This will go down as you use it or if we release it. And we have an enemy here that is wet, so it gets shocked. This is to introduce the shock mechanic. If you hit them with electricity, with enough, or even without being wet, it's just better if they're wet. You can shock them. They'll be knocked down, immobile for a bit, and they'll take more damage. And being in a knockdown state is a bit of a unique state for other mechanics.
Shocked and unable to move if it hits you.
We're going to be trying to get
The extinction belt is thick over me.
environment data for marathon safety.
The extinction belt's flow
We
changed
didn't get what
during
we needed
destruction,
yet.
and now a lot of others appear there. There aren't many powerful others, but everyone should still be careful. Are you nervous, Naomi?
We're not though.
Your
That's
breathing
fine.
is getting a little shallow.
We need 3 enemies here.
But I'm okay.
We'll get one more later. That's fine.
Just take deep breaths. You're worried about Kasane, aren't you?
After the
I was worried about you
forced
too.
encounters here, we need 3 little chumps for EXP. I think she didn't took one out. Maybe not though. That way we can level before the boss. A, we don't want that. We need B. We got A and C, but we need B. I swear to God, if I don't get the item, I'm gonna. That's the one thing I'm worried about. But it's fine. Coming up here, we're going to be introduced to the L2 object, the special object mechanic. These will make us invulnerable while we're using them, as long as we're in the middle of an animation.
So that's how you use your psychokinesis.
So we're going to hit the first one with the vending machine, and then we're going to hit the wrong one with the water barrel. That's
Stun
fine.
the enemy that's soaked in water with electrokinesis.
Electricity here also enables us to hit flyers easier. From the ground without having to be aerial. It has some sparks go up. It's helps with our attack range a bit. If you were doing Yuto, you would get the pyrokinesis ability. We have another goat. This goat's going to be defeated a bit easier. We're going to throw a vending machine at it. They'll knock it down. These bigger objects will stun enemies essentially, and if they can be knocked down, they will be. Okay, that was a bit worrisome. I almost charged. Okay, she didn't defeat it. So we're gonna get double jump now, and we're gonna have a different form of movement. We're gonna be double jumping. Singular jumping is not faster than running. Double jumping is aren't on like a slope going upwards.
Mizuhakawa is at a midpoint between Suo and Seiron and was under development for
ダブルジャンプは走るより速い
Construction was canceled, but there's still
みたいなことを言ってるかも。
Items I can check
The bridge
here.
that runs over the river is still used as a trade.
If I didn't
Not
get
a
the
whole-
EXP I needed earlier, we could do it here. Okay, we got B. So we have the environment data. If we get the
確かに速い
which we should, I usually have like
Did you
4
have a
to
big
6.
problem with her?
Then we'll at least be able to do the backup. I had to make a backup for this.
I have no idea what she's
And turns out I had to do it in my PB as well.
She was
the day
hard
after I
on me
made
for
it.
some reason.
Kasane team, what's your situation? Are you
So we're going to be
available?
introduced to Disciplinparia, our first boss. There's a gimmick here,
Yes.
but first things first, we need to hit the tank, and that's why we need double jump. We need to throw stuff at its water tank. That's bad. It's not a good start. But
This is the other that killed an OSF.
we're going to try to loop it.
It's too dangerous to rush in blind.
example,
That didn't hit. That didn't hit the tank. That's bad. We have to take a hit. We are at the mercy of the game's targeting.
hey, if it's water,
We need it to hit the tank on the top. Whatever. It's fine. It's down. And once it breaks, it'll now be wet.
it was thanks
And we can shock it and get some extra damage here. Thanks, camera. And we have a gimmick here. If we're in certain positions, it'll try to jump on us. And we can throw these big ol' dump trucks here. And do a massive damage. There's 4 of them. We don't need all 4. They don't take any PK gauge to use.
Nailed it. I'm here, so you don't have to worry. Just try and back us.
That's gonna be bad. I'm gonna have to do this one. I need the position right. Where are we? Right here. Okay. I had to kind of bait it over. It's in the wrong spot. I would have liked to go anti-clockwise, but we're going clockwise today.
Soaking wet now. Time to use my power with SAS. You know what to do.
We actually have enough damage. I'll probably just defeat it normally instead of using the 3rd one. Never mind. We're just gonna do it like normal. Or not. It's fine. It's dead. Okay. Great start. Whatever. So right away, we're going to move to the city, and we're going to be careful. We're going to let the cutscene start to play before we skip it, otherwise we're going to get a bug. There's going to be a lot of them that I'm going to have to avoid. And we have no black screen. Good. What happens is you can get a black screen, and you can control your character, but obviously I'm not going to be able to navigate this blind.
No wonder you graduated at the top of your class.
And by moving right away, we actually swapped our party, and we didn't have our rewards yet, so Kyoka's now in our party, which we'll have for the next dungeon. And she gets the EXP instead of Shiden. Shiden is not as useful. We're going to go in here and grab an attack up node just to make our weapon attacks a bit stronger. We have the issue where it's early game and we have nothing to work with, so we kind of need to take one node at a time on the brain map until after the next node, then we're going to start taking multiple.
Just got the location the distress signal was sent from.
Right, so this is Kikuchiba. We're gonna go here a few times. So we're gonna be looking for an environment data C, which we got, okay. So we have half of the puzzle, essentially, for what we need to do the run. We're gonna need to get a drop off something at some point. If we have to do the backup, we have to give a couple items, and then the normal one would be none. Or it would be one item, which we'll get into later. We're gonna run around here. You'll see some red dots here. If we don't look at these enemies, they won't come forward. And we're gonna be introduced to the crush mechanic, and it's gonna jump for the instantly. And I've never seen that, but that's alright. So Kyoka here, she gives us a duplication ability. She'll duplicate whatever we throw.
That went well.
And it's a bit weaker, but it helps.
Take them on efficiently if we keep it up.
And the crush mechanic is this yellow gauge under the enemy. If you empty that out, you can defeat them instantly. And because we never looked at those enemies, they didn't come forward. Actually,
じゃあ、クラッシュゲージの先がチュートリアルっぽい
okay,
と
we
こ
got
ろで
what
し
we
たから。
need. We can actually do the run. So we need that drop for the backup. At the very least, we have the backup. So we have 3 of these enemies. So they're going to jump. And I don't care if they hit me. We just want them to come into the corner.
You'll need to take
We're gonna
out
fight
all the
'em.
nearby enemies. Good luck.
Try to keep them together so that we can get some pull-throughs with these items.
They dropped something rare.
And I died. That's
This can't be happening.
This is a run where there's gonna be deaths, probably. My PB did manage to
や
get
られ
deaths
ちゃいまし
outside of a death
た
list.
ね。これはミスっぽいですね。
but I do expect to die, absolutely. But my PB was absurd. So we're gonna do this again. We're in hard, so we can die very easily. I will expect to die on... Well, we'll see. I'm expecting to die probably 2 times on average, I'd say. There'll be a boss fight later, it might happen. You can get bursted down really quickly on hard. I just have to do the drop again. It's important that those 2 enemies down there don't come forward. Kyoka might drag them forward, we'll see. If they show up and we're fighting this, the game can crash because this is Unreal Engine. And well, sometimes it happens. Did I get the C? I wasn't checking. Okay, we have it.
Take out nearby enemies.
I'd like to be in the corner, but it's fine. Okay, that went a little better.
Something rare.
Now I have these flame enemies, these kitchen rummies. And we have a goat that's running around. I just hope it doesn't troll too hard. There is something bad that can happen, and there's a special object we need to help defeat this. And if it runs into it, it can knock it off the arena. That's not supposed to happen, but it can happen. And it's an armored enemy, so it won't take much damage until we get rid of the shell.
It's done. Good luck.
However, I've already hit the shell a bit. So we're gonna try to break the shell first, and then... there we go.
Shell is broken. Attack now.
And now we'll throw this at it. And hopefully this thing gives us a nice fight. It'll knock it down since it's stunned by a special object. Much better the second time around. The only bad thing is I'll have to try to get that drop again.
Major, you didn't bring Naomi because the Randalls asked you not to. It was a logical decision given her physical strength. I decided
Next up, we're going to get our next character. This is going to be Kagero. He gives us the invisibility power, which will, well, make us invisible. Position's weird. By going invisible right away, this enemy won't go under the ground like normal. It'll come back up like it's would, but we get a crush gauge bonus if it works.
強化と、
Invisibility
影
is
色がい
slightly
ますね。
bugged. Sometimes it doesn't work on giving crush bonus,
You keep messing around. Take care of yourself.
but we only had one buggy hit,
Major other.
so that's fine. And this is kind of to show you if something is super tanky, you just crush it instead. And this is one of Kasane's normal teammates. And one of the reasons Kasane's team is better. Kasane is going to have Shiden, Kyoka here, Kagero, and Arashi, which we'll get later. One of them is, of course, invisibility. The extra duplication is kind of whatever. The electric stuff is better than pyrokinesis. And Arashi gives a speed up effect, which is better. This is our hub base, where we go in here between chapters.
A message.
You can do bond episodes with characters.
Yuito.
We are going to use that a little bit to get closer to them. As you get closer to characters, they'll get powered up. Their effects when you bond with them. And you can buy stuff. You can buy stuff whenever, but you can only do the bond stuff there. Right away, we're gonna go in here and grab rebound. That way we can actually get up if we get knocked down, so we're less likely to just get nuked. Might happen still, we'll see. And we're gonna remove Yuito from the party, because I don't want him ruining the setup. Enemies can go for any character, and if they go for Yuito for this part, it'll ruin what I want to do.
It'll be hard to move if it gets on you, so be careful.
I don't see any fountainhead. Let's go look further in.
We can do a charge attack. That's our kind of
Seems like you're
follow-up
taking this more
attack.
seriously than I
If we
am.
throw something, but it has
I'm the one that asked
like
for help.
landing animation lag at the end of it, so you need to hit like a transition or like this elevator to not lose time with it.
Actually, that feels a little sad.
So here, we're going to link up with Yuito. Yuito makes it so that we don't use any PK gauge when we throw, but we also get this PK field. We can throw everything around us. It'll burn up the rest of Yuito's gauge, and you can use it at any point with no matter how much is remaining. And so we just bait these enemies to the corner and pick them out. They don't give drops, sadly.
Great job. That was a good.
Unless they're auto-collected, I don't know. And, we can easily clean it up with the item. I'm gonna do this now. She's on the couch, we're gonna do it. I normally do it later, but we'll just do it now.
Kasane, oh, just tell.
Reach bond level 2, we don't care about that right now.
You can talk to me.
What we want out of her is bond level 3. But you're limited in these kind of little episodes with the characters to get relationship points based on chapter. And it's different chapters for different characters. And now we're going to go on to the OSF training facility. This is, oh, surprise, it's going to look like Kikuchiba. I just died at. Can't believe I died there, but whatever. And we're going to be given 2 of Yuito's party members. Blech.
I've seen the area and the others they use for training.
We have Hanabi, who gives us pyrokinesis. It's a lot like Shiden. It gives us a attack buff. But it can light up enemies that are oiled instead of enemies that have water. And they'll take a burning effect instead of a damage multiplier, which is not as good. And it'll change our attack pattern slightly. And there is Sumugi, who gives clairvoyance. That's the green one. Essentially, you get a better dodge, and you can see enemies that are invisible. As you can see, these green enemies were there, and you can knock them out of it.
It's actually clever.
We're gonna see if we get a dodge.
Okay, I guess I'll try it.
Nope, they decided to
Weird. Use
go somewhere
to
else.
find out where it'll attack from. It dropped something rare.
So we're gonna have 2 invisible enemies spawn. I'm gonna throw some oil barrels at them. We'll light them up in a bit here.
It's easy to light on fire if it's covered in oil.
And now that we have knocked them out of the invisibility, we don't need Sumugi anymore. We can only have 1 active character at a time with our SAS gauge for now until we spec into it.
オイルを投げて火を通しやすくしたと。
Whoa, nice.
Not yet.
That thing is going for Sumugi. I'd actually prefer if it came over here.
I'll do it. It's over.
I want to check something. Okay, we have the backup item. Yeah, I have 3. Those ones that we defeat with the PK field must give you the items automatically or something. Because it wouldn't make sense if they don't drop it, and I always end up with it way more than normal. So we do have the item to continue the run. That's fine. At least the backup. I'm gonna heal because this is really dangerous. I have some steel beams, so we didn't get machine gun down at the start. Good. So I didn't just instantly die.
It's done.
I'm going to turn on
That seems to be the
Hanabi before we start throwing because this game, the stuff isn't retroactive except for Kagero. It snapshots.
take it down while it's burning.
So I can, like, for example, pull that and turn off Hanabi and it'll still be on fire. Good fight. Sometimes the enemies from the other encounter decide they want to join the party. For this next part, I'd like to get a dodge. We'll see.
And others
We're given smoke. Again, we can just use
use SAS
um,
to find the source.
Samugi here for clairvoyance, but we're in a different encounter, so who cares? And that's the perfect dodge. It knocks down everything around us. Yeah, all but one. That's fine.
I can become even stronger.
That's good. We're gonna do something. We're gonna preload these L2 objects. Most of them just need one kind of pull, but these these actual pulls need 2 levels of L2 pull. Okay, I did not want them to all go for my party members.
Let's finish it.
We'll do this then. We didn't get the whammo where we defeat them all at once. And we have something that gives smoke. We need to hit it with a couple of vending machines here. These special objects are limited in their use, so we need to make sure to not waste them. This thing, again, since we can only have one character linked up, if we have to have Samugi, well, we can't use fire
It's gonna keep hurting you. Be
to make us stronger. So we want to take that thing out right away. And these things we don't care about. They're not supposed to be here.
I'm not tired at all. You really have a good sense for the battlefield. I feel safe leaving your post to you. Really? That's high praise. It's embarrassing.
This, story-wise, is supposed to be a training mission, a capture the flag kind of thing, and Kasane has decided we're going to let Yuito's team do it, and then ambush him to get the flag. But since we're on hard, we're just going to lose. It'll be faster. Way faster than fighting him.
I have to do.
Finished training, Kasane? I just saw Yuito in your Sumeragi tomb.
Let's see, we have the item we need. We have the
Yuito's
environment
Sumeragi.
data.
He seems like he'd be
Yeah.
fine for Naomi. I want to talk to him again just in case.
The story-wise, Kasane has her sister Naomi, and I shouldn't have done that.
I wonder where. With his. I wonder.
Naomi likes Yuito, so Kasane is gonna make sure he's a good guy for her.
A large
But,
group of others
too bad
is
we get
in sight.
deployment orders.
The location is an abandoned subway. I need you to head over
We're
there
gonna go
right
through an
away.
area and things are gonna go horribly
Copy
wrong,
that. What about
story-wise.
She's
It's gonna make
already
me
on her
mad,
way.
but that's okay.
Get your orders from the major once Kyoko platoon is all together. Got it.
So get access to the abandoned mines. This is gonna be our first real dungeon. We had like the kind of training area, but this is gonna be much longer. The game, of course,
This is
Um,
the subway.
is gonna have a lot of tutorials here because we don't have a brain and we don't know how to figure anything out.
It's closed off now. It's dangerous, so be careful. There are some subway lines still in use.
We're gonna grab an item here. This is not gonna be used yet. This is a very important item, SS Refuel, that'll refill all of our gauges the moment we use it.
Why do you want to be the leader so
Well, there's a little animation for it.
It's not that I want it that
Um,
badly. I just think the person best suited for the job should do it.
That makes a
And
lot
they're
of
on a cooldown, so you can only use like one per battle, really.
for leader?
We are going to... Where are you going?
Am I better?
spin some stuff at them, spin to win. As long as we get the mid-tier enemies, then we'll be good. There's kind of like 3 levels of enemies. There's these little scummy pools. These are the small ones, just like those flyers. The rainy rummies here. These are like the boss enemies earlier as well. And then there's like the bigger ones, which are like the kind of alligator thing that we had before. Ooh, that was a good one. I got them all. I don't need to go for any backups here, so we'll just... I do have a third extremely rare backup if I needed it, but we don't need it. Shigen's gonna tell us that we should use the train car. We're not gonna do that on these chumps, that's absurd. And since they're coming towards us, we can sweet spot a lot of them with the attacks.
I feel like you could just tell me the rest, but fine. I'll use the train. I'm taking this.
And how many do we get? We got them all. Good. Sometimes some of them escape. That's going to level us up. We're going to grab follow-up attack. This will do more damage to enemies when they're knocked down, like when they're shocked. And we get our side gauge boost up. It's going to be a little bit bigger now. We have Gemma as well here, the orange meter. That makes us invulnerable until it ticks down, and if you take damage, it ticks down a little bit as well. I'm gonna fill up my drive gauge real quick, and I don't want any EXP problems later, so we're gonna defeat that. I was hoping to get the drop. So these enemies drop a blue drop, got type suppression, and that can get us our normal route stuff. We have the backup, but still like to not have to do the extra stuff. So they're talking about brain drive. We're gonna unlock that right now. It only has an animation the first time we use it, unless we load an autosave. It ups our stats. I think it's 20%. Yeah, 20%. Makes us attack faster and use less PK gauge. When we throw, it's only going to take from the small notches, so it takes half PK gauge. Okay, we got 2. That's fine. Gonna break their armor. We can interrupt any animation we want with a crush, by crushing the enemy. This thing, we're gonna wait for it to do its big attack. And the horn on its head is protecting its weakness, so we want to get rid of that. Oh, actually, it's way more health than usual. And another nice thing is that we run faster. It's not going to play a role yet, but we do move faster when we're not, when we're in game drive form.
No, I didn't see anything.
Some big arrow. Oh, that thing can board. Interesting. Do I go for the other one then? So go for the other one then. These things will always shoot 3 times. Oh, we might get doubles here.
It's down. Let's finish it.
No.
Become even stronger. Damage to outer shell confirmed.
I don't care about that intercept. I just want to get rid of its armor. I have another big horsey here. We're gonna hide in the corner. Wait for it to do its thing, and then throw these bars, and hopefully we get all 3 enemies with this. The enemy has a lot more HP than normal because we're not in dry gauge. Sometimes you can just defeat it with that singular attack. Okay, dungeon's going pretty normal so far.
That was quick.
You could do this part a little faster with a follow-up into an attack. However, on this version, if you do that, it crashes the game, so we're not going to do that. A lot of this run is avoiding the crashes that can happen, and the soft locks.
なんかクラッシュする可能性があるので、そうさせないように気を
We're going
つ
to be
けて
thrown
はいそ
into
う
a two-way fight here. There's a lot of special objects we can throw.
This isn't
This one we can just attack. We don't care about these.
If danger comes, she can use her precognition to avoid it. Listen, just focus on the others.
I don't bother with the shock because actually just slow them slightly. I throw the next bars and hopefully get 2 with this.
Outer shell's working. I'll try to break it.
Save on animations, we did. I throw these rocks to finish them off. There'll be some extra objects here, however, it's not quite enough for what we want. You're kind of supposed to use these sparingly, strategically, but we're not going to do that. I could try to reroute the next fight.
Anyone else?
Just not very good.
Calm down, Kasane.
We got the item.
そうですね。なんか古いバージョンだとクラッシュの可能性があるんですけど、それでも
I'm going to destroy
やっぱり早いみたいですね。
If the enemies know how to hit me.
She didn't get separate.
Okay. So this is a forced death,
Don't give up.
obviously. It's going to start us from this battle, and it's going to give us all the special objects back, because that fight has quite a few more enemies than what we just saw. And they're armored. If they weren't armored, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
Calm down, Kasane.
Oh.
You're getting too worked up
Nope.
about Naomi.
Give me the box.
I am calm.
We need the 2 boxes here
Every last one of these things.
to defeat this. The crates here.
She didn't get separated. I hope he's okay.
You can end using the items early if we're just to press B once, for example.
Looks like I've improved.
Where's my rocks? Right there. I would like to do something. We have drive, and I want to try to do something. I messed with it earlier, and it was fine. Half this game is avoiding the bugs, and half the game is fighting with the camera. The reason I'm using these is because you see that drive gauge, the swirly purple at the bottom is full, but it's not activating, so it will never activate from L2 objects, special objects, because there's no animation in the middle of
Naomi.
using them. We're going to heal up to full, and we're going to grab some things. We're going to get latent power. Additional plugin, we don't need that right now. That gives us another accessory later. A couple more things, we'll get mid-air charge attack rate. That makes us get more side gauge back if we're in the air.
If either side of
And
that
attack
vehicle,
things. Not
I
relevant
won't know
yet.
where they're taking her.
And we max out our side gauge here, the purple bar.
Promise I'll save you, Naomi.
The latent power is a low life thing. It makes you at 30% health or less, you do 20% more damage and take 20% less damage. We're going to have our first low life setup here. We're going to get hit twice by them. It's always guaranteed. And then we get hit 3 times. I'm going to throw this at it, and that's going to activate drive.
More power.
I feel my senses
And
of
we're just going to run.
Is
to where we
this
need to
what it
go.
means to increase your focus?
Again, you run faster. It's faster than double jumping. It's faster than teleporting when we get that later too.
She turned into an other. How? Why?
And the gauge drives, the drive gauge empties slower when you're not in combat. It's not as relevant yet. And we're going to lose it when we hit the cutscene. But that low life setup is guaranteed. We're coming up to Kodama here,
Right, Kasane?
and
After what happened
we want to be
Naomi,
stronger for it. We're going to loop her.
be in your right mind.
Part of activating that drive was so that I don't activate it in combat here. It's fine at the end of battle, but early on, it'll mess up the cycle. We'll be attacking too fast and do too much damage, and we need to manipulate Shiden's electric gauge to do this correctly. There are water barrels here. We're up against a humanoid,
What are you up to?
and they'll try to dodge throws unless they're wet. We also can't dodge if we're wet, whether it's from that or oil. So we're going to shock her down. Turn off Shiden.
It's impossible to understand. Is
My
she
LTO
actually trying to
input
kill
dropped. It's fine.
My
input dropped.
You always were such a bad boy, Sheehan.
Shut up. Just listening to you talk like that makes my skin crawl.
I'm gonna have to improvise a little bit here. At this part, we're going to throw a barrel behind us. There's 5 here, so there's 1 backup. We need 4. She's going to try to taunt us, and that makes her a sitting duck for this to hit her. I'm going to follow it up, get in her face, keep her stunned. I'm waiting for my party to attack her so that she doesn't enter drive. Just like us, the enemies that are humanoids can have drive gauge.
Kasane, stay away from those floating things.
And she's down.
I'm counting on you.
A little bit shaky at the start. I tried to throw on the first loop. I did 2 follow-ups. And then if you try to throw again, you do a normal throw without a follow-up. For some reason, input didn't go through.
One hits
But
you.
it's fine.
Trouble for sure.
Improvise properly.
ボス的なとこ
If
ろ
the
が
party doesn't attack her and you
終わった
try
感
to
じ
do
で
a
すね。
follow-up at the wrong time, she won't be getting hit stun and she'll become a problem very quickly. So we're gonna buy some stuff now. Our first shopping, we're gonna buy some normal tabs. If I need these later, or if I need more later, I'll do it. A new weapon and another power accessory. We unlocked our second accessory slot, which will give us a lot of power.
I assume that Kyoka doesn't know about Naomi's.
And that's like our best source of damage is our accessories. Because they don't want you to be too strong due to the multipliers, and you can only get like 5% on the
That man was from Randall Industries.
the tree, for example.
Something off about him.
I don't actually need that money. That's 400k, which is 400 kins. I like to call them Kasane bucks. This part, we're gonna have to fight Shiden Ritter. If you get rid of the Eden, you know what his nickname is? That's what I call him. We have a low life setup. We're gonna do 2 follow-ups. We're gonna wait.
One-on-one.
He's gonna do a combo. He's gonna push us into low life. This is dangerous. I could die.
Now.
I've died plenty of times doing this strat. We just have to react properly. Gonna cause hit stun. There we go. Once he's hit stunned, we can get a sweet spot on our backstep. Get more meter back and crush him. And I want to make sure I have some extra damage in meter here. The crush lasts for 4 seconds. We're going to be able to expand it later to 8 seconds. Now we're going to do 2 follow-ups here as fast as we can so he doesn't troll me. We're going to try to bait an attack. If he does his ranged attack like that, that's a free window to attack him. Gotta remember that he comes forward. Yeah, good fight. So this fight is a little different. If he's not crushed and you empty his HP to 0,
Don't get cocky.
it ends the fight. Or you do this crush. This crush is like 10 seconds though. And if it would take me more than 10 seconds, then I'll just do the crush like that. And that's him down. And the power of low life. After the fight, we need to make sure to not come here right away because there's a bug. Surprise. You'll get a black screen here and you'd have to navigate the entire dungeon blind. You can't even leave the dungeon. There's no way to get out. You just have to load the autosave. So we don't want that. We're introduced to Arashi, the pink, and the blue is Luca. Luca is one of Yuto's partners. He gives you teleport, which is faster than our double jumping. We're gonna get an SS drink, which is a nice backup again. If you're close enough to an enemy, but farther away than a normal teleport, you can actually gain extra distance and teleport to them. We have a bus. These are very strong, so we're gonna take it to where we need it.
お攻撃だけじゃないんですね。
Terrible turning circle.
移動手段にもこうやって使うと。
Oh, 2 extra kills. I will not need the backup EXP then.
Can't keep up with that other. Use SAS.
I might just get it anyways, just to make sure. We're gonna blow it up on all these enemies.
Like nature's trying to take the land back from humanity.
these things are really fast. You have to use accelerate or teleport on them.
Very beautiful. You guys have a poetic way of looking at it. I'm just finding it hard to walk.
We have just
嵐は高速か。なんか結構、15分ぐらい前かな。
right away we're going to get rid
話し
of
て
our
ま
party
したね。
members because we don't want them to ruin our setup. We're going to stand right in the middle here. There's a gator that's going to pop up under us and hit us. That is actually a weird position. It's farther than I thought it would be. Should be okay. We're going to blow up these two tankers and not get shot. Good.
It's done.
I didn't get the double hit. That's okay. Only one enemy remaining. That's okay. Sometimes you get them all. Sometimes you don't.
Don't do it. It's over.
Sonic, let's finish this.
That was quick.
My teleport isn't going to last as long since Luke is not in the party. If the members are in the party, they recover faster. Your gauge with them. And I had the item, right? I said I did, right? Mizu C and red tape.
もっとアイテムを持っ
Am I
てる
crazy?
か確認してるかな。
Okay, we're getting the back up. Did I get it? Maybe I didn't. Okay, we're getting the backup then.
ああ、忘れてたかもしれない。
Anyways,
もしかしたら。
oh, it probably grabbed it after the forced death, and so I lost the item. We're gonna
何
grab
か
this item here.
欲し
This
い
is
ものを持
one
っ
of
て
two
なかっ
items that
た
we
可
can
能
use.
性がありますね。
Seems to be the spot.
We're gonna be giving 2 items to Kyoka later as a gift instead of 1. Normally you give her the flower candle, but we didn't get the item.
Is
But we
this
got the backup.
the Kunad Highway?
It used to be.
Normally we take the other bus, but we'll take this one. And we're gonna activate drive here.
Now, cars can't even drive on it. That's why we're forced to walk.
It's done.
Am I better?
Nice troll. Saw what happened if you try to throw stuff at them right away. This alligator's gonna pop up. We're gonna come over here, and as soon as it goes down, we're gonna blow this up. It's gonna pop up and get hit by the tanker.
Let's take it
Oh,
down.
we didn't get the free kill.
It's down. Let's finish it.
Got a bad teleport. Yesterday I had a run where I actually killed it with just the tanker somehow.
It's working. Focus on that.
We're gonna try to get it before it goes back underground. Oh, we did. Good. There's an EXP multiplier you get if you're in drive. That is kind of whatever.
It's over.
I don't expect to get it. And so I have it routed around not having it.
Use it effectively.
And now we're going to be meeting somebody. This is the strongest member of the OSF, Septentrian First Class is
We don't
called,
know how
the
to
class
attack.
for him.
Lauren can use multiple
Ranking,
powers
whatever
without
it
SAS.
is.
The power of
Karin
the
Travers, he's level 50 up there. We're not going to be doing anything to him. This is a scripted, you can't beat him. I don't know if on New Game Plus like easy if you can push early. You probably can. There's some fights where you can push early at 50%.
I'll decide what's best for
But there's going to be a scripted event coming up.
I don't think they
And we have to not die. If we die, we have to redo this. Used to happen to me early on.
Lauren. You should consider how it
Okay, he took away one of my hiding places.
you're worried about Fubuki.
Our teammates can push the vehicle out of the way, and so can he.
I didn't say anything about Fubuki. There's just no talking with you, is there? You're such a pain.
He's using multiple abilities, as you can see. He had the electric, the teleport, the ice, because he's special. He has an ability called Brain Eater. He can absorb people's abilities. They keep their abilities. It's more like pseudo-absorb. You kind of just copy after grabbing their heads. So he can use any number of abilities however he wants. And then we get introduced to the brain field mechanic. In here we have no throwables.
Do something.
It's pretty much advantageous for the user.
まあ、キーベでしたね。
they become stronger and we don't have anything to throw, essentially.
Looks like I got blown away and separated from the group. I'm in trouble if I don't find everyone else.
Coming up to these guys, we're going to aggro them all,
If they stand in my way, I'll eliminate them.
get that out of my way, and we're going to pull them all forward because we want them to line up.
It's using a brain field.
That last one's kind of stupid, but okay.
So
Again, since we have a sweet spot mechanic, we kind of want them in a line here, just to really mow into them. We don't have our partners with us, it's just us. Okay, I was like, where's my level? We're gonna take a tiny bit of damage, because even though I can do a low life setup on the fight coming up, it's a damage roll. It's not actually guaranteed. It's a very slight damage roll. So if we take a tiny bit of damage here, that'll help. We're gonna move to normal tabs. That'll get rid of any ailments that are on us. So this thing we're paired with Yurito. We're gonna do a follow-up attack right away, attack it, and get rid of Yurito, because we don't want him healing us. If you go into low life,
So annoying.
What's going on?
there we go. If we were to go into low life and he's in the party, he might heal us, and they usually do. But if we were to add him now, he won't heal us, because we already took the hit. However, we don't need that. I'm gonna wait for the water to stop a bit, and then we're gonna blow up this tanker as it comes forwards.
Be big.
let's take it down.
Ooh, that thing did not come forward, but whatever, we're fine. Do a couple follow-ups here. Throw this at it, and then we're gonna run away and head towards this branch. And then do another PK field. We did this earlier, but here it's just as effective. Don't kill me. Okay. We didn't die. Good. Dying after you defeat the enemy really sucks. It's a risky fight, especially if you don't add Yuito back into the party, but low life strats are just too good to not use. And some stuff happens and we've been brought to the future. Suo 2020. We're in the future of
Psychokinesis, right?
2020. This is what it looks like.
Yes, it is.
Need to get up here. Anyways, we're gonna go into here. I'm gonna grab aerial dash. This gives us a dash in the air. PK finish. We'll go into that later. Aerial follow up. That gives us follow ups in the air. And expand backstep to get another triangle ability. We're gonna do a skip right away.
Kasane's power.
Without this second backstep, this skip is so bad that it only has 3 pixels of leeway. However, it's free every time with this extra backstep. And we just skipped about a minute and a half fight there. It's a 2-way fight. So the aerial follow-up, this is another fight where we're just going to lose
But it's a psionic.
by just not doing anything. Aerial follow-up will, for example, let you do that. If you do it with a square attack, for example, you're right in the middle, like right next to your
なん
target.
か戦闘スキップしたのかしたか
One of
っ
the
た
problems
の
with the
か
ground
っ
follow-ups
て
is
感じでしたね。
Kasane will
ちょっと
hop
できてたかわからない
backwards,
です
and
が
if there's something between you and your target, they can get in the way. But with the aerial follow-up, you don't have that. You're right next to your target, so it's much less likely to fail. And we got that mid-air charge rate node earlier, so that we get more PK gauge while we're in the air. So it's more beneficial to be in the air. Plus, it just throws faster. It's the same damage as a ground follow-up. So it works out in the end. And then we grabbed a special mechanic throw. PK finish. If an enemy is knocked down and under certain conditions, like shocked, or their armor is gone, or they're stunned, essentially, when they're knocked down, there's a few different states they can be in. If you do a throw that is not a follow-up,
I lost Karin's trail.
Kasane will quickly pull an object right above the enemy and dunk it on him. It does a little more damage than a regular throw, but less than a follow-up.
Too much time has passed.
It's good if like I was far away and I wanted to throw, for example, and then do a follow-up. To space better with the enemy. We saw a Guardian Vision there. I'm obviously just messing around. We saw a Guardian Vision there. Terrible mechanic. Good in concept, but terrible in execution. If you're close enough to people like Yoka, they can come in and take a hit for you. However, you are completely vulnerable the first frame you come out of it. and then get you killed. And it can come out, it'll come out before you can perfect dodge. So if you're gonna perfect dodge an enemy with a setup, like with Tsugumi, the glitch tests are out before I found like skips and stuff. Utilize Tsugumi for breaking armor and perfect guards. However, the Guardian Vision comes out 1 frame before that, and so it would completely ruin those setups. We hope not to see this. We do have to worry about it later. Anyways, that was a scripted fight. You just have to waste time, or you get him to half health. That's not going to happen. If I truly went all out, I could probably do 10% of his HP. But that's future Yuito.
Should I talk?
There's some story stuff there. Now we're going to grab a new accessory. That's power 3. And we're going to do 1 for 3. I guess we'll do this out later. We're going to do our exchanges now. We're going to exchange for a present here. Not that. The Neurology Essay Collection. Turns out I didn't need the backup. The other backup.
Is she done?
But whatever.
We all went
And we're going to give these to Kyoka. Unfortunately, we're going to have to give 2 things. You can see the time that this kind of loses. So we'll have to take a little bit of time loss to give an extra gift here. Whereas normally you just make the candle. There are different relationship points you get. The biggest bonus is from bonds, which are bond episodes between chapters. Certain chapters give certain episodes. And you can kind of stockpile them. The big red heart gifts, the orange heart gifts, and then the nothing gifts, which is we just gave 2 nothing gifts. The extra plug-in thing to give them more accessories doesn't count. But that gets her to level 3.
You might hate my meddling, but I can't stop myself.
We did our equip, we did the thing. Okay. We can do it now, or we can do it in the next chapter. I did it there because Kyoka was on the couch, which is the best spot for talking to people, because sometimes they're in the kitchen or something, which is out of the way. We'll go into why we did that later, but for now, we're going to
さあ、フィ
do a
ール
bunch
ド
of
に
damage
戻り
to
まして、
these with our 2 special
と言ってた
objects.
ら1時間経過しましたね。
And we're going to use some aerial follow-ups. Another bonus is you'll kind of pull the object through the enemy as well if you do an aerial follow-up. tells Kasane, "You have to kill my past self, otherwise the world is going to be destroyed." By the Kunai Gate, it's called. And we're kind of doing some stuff there, and that's why we're kind of fighting him. We're trying to kill him. And Yuito was kind of trying to get answers from us, because it looked like
Far and we went to the future.
we assassinated his father, which is the chairman of the city, essentially, the administration. But it was Kagero. And we can see that's the Kunai Gate. That's a problem. It's going to become more of a problem as the story progresses. And we have our full team
We
now.
have to finish this mission fast.
Shiden,
That's
Arashi,
Naomi.
Kyoka, and Kagero.
Hang on, Naomi.
Arashi is the most overpowered because that's the acceleration. I didn't even go over it. It makes you fast, essentially. And to denote this, they slow down everything else. And this is done in a good way to where everything else gets slowed down except for you and Arashi. That means your third character as well. Is they're not linked to Arashi. Only Arashi has hypervelocity. A small attention to detail there. This is the museum. This is a bit of a long dungeon. You're supposed to get these key cards and stuff. We're not going to do that. We're going to set up for the boss by getting some drive gauge.
Do it, it's over.
Why are there others in the facility?
Check.
That mean others in the wild or something?
Can't be. If so, they've lost.
I'm going to go into our map here and grab concurrent SAS so we can have two characters active at the same time. And get rid of our party.
Their minds.
Because we're going to have a low life setup when we get to the boss. It's going to be a very difficult fight. But to get there first, we need to do some shenanigans. We need to wait until we have our double jump back. Which seems to be random when you get it back. I'm stuck on something. So we're going to use the combo vision that we got from getting to rank 3 with
登れちゃうのが悪い。
and this game has a bug where you get your double jump back if you meet certain conditions. Kyoka's condition is you have to be in a corner. And we're just going to skip everything. And it uses, you have to have like 75% of your meter in order to use it. And we're just going to jump onto the trigger. So we don't have to bother with any of the key cards.
According to the data, this is definitely a spring pharmaceuticals factory. Say
Now we have a fight that's going to be 2 cycles, ideally.
Never been so ashamed to be a
The boss here is going to have some enemies down. You get rid of them, it's going to open up. It's going to have some swirly things. If you get caught by that, the boss closes. And we're going to try to do as much damage as we can. And then the second phase is going to have a lot of bugs.
Maybe we need another.
And we're going to
Let's
try not to
investigate this
die.
area.
We're going to be in low life and try not to die. I could always use SAS drink, I guess, if things were that bad. Okay, that thing moved instantly. So we're going to have to take a few hits here.
It was listed as an other that's had a human brain transplanted into it.
It's one of those experimental other
Is one going to be enough? We got the Guardian Vision. Thanks, Kyoka. Okay, well, we're going to take 500-ish damage. That's going to push us into low life. Thankfully, we have a backup in case that happens. We're going to have Shiden and Arashi here so that they last longer. And we're going to get in here, and those firebugs gave some bombs. And now we're going to stay in here. We're going to manipulate our position to try to get sweet spots and not get caught. A little low on damage. We'll see how this goes. fuck, I'll do it. No, we didn't get it. Okay. So we're going to go invisible, and we're going to look for a firebug that spawns here at random. Okay, and now we're going to use a light jelly. We're going to get rid of our party members, and we're going to chill in the corner. Because these bombs have a huge radius, we're going to try to bait these enemies forwards. Just throw some. What else is left? This part's always a bit of a mess. The stuff here, well, we'll try to shock you.
体力がまずい。
I'm gonna add our party back now that there's no risk of dying. Of course, oh, she gets hit right away. I'm gonna pop on invisible. Wait for the boss to open.
Kasane, that last attack.
Turn off invisible, grab the bombs, throw it, and be behind the boss so that we can try to sweet spot it. We're gonna activate drive gauge in a moment,
Moving at our speed is that race.
but the things are moving too fast, so we can't like do our back step.
Careful not to bump into it.
It's 12%, right? Right? Different bosses have different points where you have to crush. Yeah, it's like 12-14%. So we got it. We're a little bit stronger. That final crush does get stronger the stronger you are, so being in drive makes it better. So instead of crushing or defeating the boss at about 12%, you can do it upwards of 14%. That HP bar is just a suggestion though, it's not accurate, so I don't rely on it. And we end the fight in drive, and of course we run faster. So we're going to do this run here to this golden door and drive.
This sound, hearing it makes me feel sick.
The only part that's gone bad, like real bad so far, is the jumps that I died on that I've never died on.
Someone
Whatever.
there? Naomi?
It's funny.
That's you, isn't it? Where are
So
you?
far.
Say something.
So after this cutscene here, that was a little too early. We're gonna move right away to where we need to go. There's gonna be like 15 seconds of dialogue, otherwise that you can't skip, and they're gonna tell you, oh, we're gonna go to this place. But we know where we're going, so we can just move.
We should treat ourselves to a day on the town to raise spirits.
And we're now gonna go fight Yuito.
We can't force it on Kasane, though.
You're right.
Well, first of all, we're going to grab Brain Crush SAS Restore. This means that when we crush enemies and we have an SAS gauge active, we'll get some meter back. Really important. Very, very strong. I'm going to explain the next boss now, because it's going to be Yuito with Luca and Tsumugi. This means that
I know where Yuito is.
he will be able to counter our invisibility because he's linked with her,
You really want to do this?
and she can just shoot us out of it. Can shoot us out of acceleration as well.
Oh my god. Give me the directions. Understood.
And Luca can teleport and be annoying on us and allow
Consider.
Yuito to teleport as well.
That's right. You're making a rash.
the strat will fail.
I'll do this, Sheena.
My body.
Why are you trying to kill me? At least tell me the reason.
Luca is going for us, that's not good. Invisibility only helps like a moment because Samugi. Okay, we're not too close so we didn't get hit by the drive again.
If you're trying to kill Yumiko, I'll do everything to stop you.
I just wanted to stay out of this. Fine. Will you please calm down, Suzuki?
I'm using it. Sorry.
Less likely to fail now that we're against the wall.
Sorry. I'm borrowing this. Sorry.
Okay, we're good.
Let's go. Fine. Shut up and die.
I was hoping it wouldn't take 2 tries, but sometimes it does. Sometimes you just get trolled. Again, it's if they all go for you instead of the other 2 characters, then we have a problem. Not much you can do about it. I mean, it happens. Anyways,
Should I talk?
we're gonna do some shopping now. We're gonna get a new weapon. Did I do this? I'm actually just gonna sell this. Should be fine. I was gonna try a new shopping route, but it's probably not a good idea to do that in the middle of the run. We'll just do the old stuff here.
Toshiden? Kasane, good.
Oof.
Do you mind if I butt in?
Where's Kagero?
Haruka, you were listening? Yeah, I agree.
I think he was
with
in the
everyone.
corner. That phase 6 Yuto is probably the hardest fight in the run.
Sure. I need my
Just because it's an absolute mess. If you get tapped, you get knocked out of your invisibility.
You better will make.
And you get tapped, you get knocked out of acceleration. That one's really bad. So Samugi is a horrible problem. Luki gets in the way all the time. And sometimes it just happens to where, did I bond with him yet? No, I didn't. What are you doing in there?
Friends.
That's where he was. I guess I should do one of the bonds earlier. So we get closer to our Shin Kagero here to get them up so that they recover a bit faster. Their gauges.
There are.
Naomi.
Yeah. Oh well.
They do get Guardian Vision, but
See
that's
how
fine.
great I am now?
I
And now we have a big fight here before the boss, or we're supposed to, but we're going to actually skip that. I'll try the quicker skip. If I don't, I'll have to do the other one.
Not yet.
Okay, we got the faster skip. And by going around the trigger, after we go over it, we don't have to do this big old 2-way fight here. However, the downside is this will still be active later. We have to come back here later.
What the
So we are going to have to skip again later, but it'll be just as easy. If the backup is an invisible staircase, which is pretty difficult to do. It's only one staircase you gotta do, but it's still hard.
なんか飛んでたら
Frame rate dependent. We are massively
めっちゃジャンプしてたらスキップ
because
と
we've
かです
been
ね。
doing skips. So we're gonna defeat these enemies that give good EXP.
I'm borrowing this. It's over.
Ideally we do 2 at once, but it's fun. Sometimes Kasane whiffs.
It was thanks to my power.
I confirmed a water.
And their weak points are right in front of them, so it's super fast to get the XP. And now we're gonna have Kodama's twin sister, Yuta. Kodama kind of does things with sound. Yuta copies people like clones. And clone. Hopefully we'll get the good setup. We're looking to do a couple throws, and then she does a big AoE, which gives a crush multiplier if we hit her doing it. And we got the crappy opener. Thanks, Yuta.
So awful. Don't get so angry.
Whatever.
Well,
I'm gonna make sure to turn on Kagero so that we get some SAS restore on his gauge.
Can you take it?
This could be bad. Nemo.
I'm gonna throw a water barrel at her right away. It's gonna stun her, it's gonna knock her out of her transformation.
Kodama just... What's going on? It's not duplication. Is this the transformation ability? There's no sign of her using SAS.
I need more meter.
You got this, Kasane.
It always takes a moment after you turn on like a character to be able to do the L2 trigger. I don't know if you could utilize that to do special object throws, maybe not. We're gonna throw this barrel right away, otherwise she's going to transform into Arashi, and that's not good because then she'll be moving very fast. And it'll be awful.
Here anyway.
This is a PK finish,
Power? Impossible. The only person who can use...
and she's done.
I'm counting on you.
The PK finish is useful if you're like a little too high, because again, we're fighting like humans right now, and sometimes you're a little too high when you jump to get the follow-up attacks. It's a good ability and good for hedging the strategy. And now we're gonna fight Yuito with Hanabi and Gemma, and we're gonna be doing this setup here where Gemma's invulnerability lasts for 10 real life seconds, so we're gonna burn it out with SAS animations, and we're gonna be avoiding a bug where if we defeat him on the same frame that he puts the ability on Yuito, it will soft lock the game. So we're gonna not do that. I'm gonna try not to.
I'll do this, Shiden.
Thank me later.
So we're burning through Gemma's ability right now.
I'll do this, Shiden.
Turn the SAS animation back off. Have Arashi attack, hopefully she does. And throw a rock at both Yuito and Gemma. Arashi does nothing. Whatever, at least Yuito didn't troll.
Don't you feel anything seeing what's going on here? What are you...
And we have the golden man bug, which can happen. That's okay, I think I know who I'm up against.
I thought you were amazing since you were a cadet, Kasane. But now you're trying to kill Yuito and trying to hide this facility? What happened to you? This isn't like you.
We're gonna hit him with another big rock and take him out. That was actually more damage than I needed. I hope that's not a problem. We level in the middle, and we're going to get something. We're going to Brain Crush money bonus and another accessory slot in the middle of battle, and equip that because again, that's our best damage increase. And now we're going to ignore Hanabi.
Shut up. You don't know anything about anything.
Our gauge is okay.
Tell us.
We're going to fight Yuito on both sides of the arena.
Tell us anything.
I'll do this, Shiden.
I can hear Arashi apologizing. Sorry. I need more gauges. I'm gonna have to lure him over here real quick. He's gonna go into drive, that's fine.
I don't have a choice.
I need him to come over more. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my party. He's trolling.
Be killed.
And we do need some gauge back, so it's fine. I didn't want him going for them.
Thank you later.
We're gonna shock him and get him as close to his crush gauge being empty as we can. That should be enough. Okay, no bug. Good. And now we need to get him to 30%. I didn't have my cursor on the right thing. That should be enough. Because the battle ends when he hits 14%.
This is bad.
Alright.
Snap out of it already.
Went a little better than the phase 6 one, the last Yuito. We also didn't get the bug that can happen. There's a bug where
Observant. That was just a blow.
Yuito tries to use the brain field in the previous fight. Like he's like a moment away from it, and we defeat him before it. And so the moment you get into that fight, he just instantly pops it. And it'll only happen in a single segment setting, but all you have to do is load the auto save. Decent fight. I almost messed up by not having my cursor on the right item. So I have some story stuff here. I don't have any shopping to do until the end of the next chapter. We're gonna have to do a skip here. This is Hino Mountain. It's got a bunch of enemies that like waste time. It's
しばらくは、アイテムを買う必要もないと。
essentially they spawn in and they blow themselves up one at a time, and you just have to wait. They give rewards, sure, but this dungeon is a waste of time. We're going to remove our party members because we have an FPS based trick here. This is invisible staircasing. On certain geometry, we need to go 5 high. First try. Nice. We get rid of the party members, so I have higher FPS. And we need Shida for this fight. And so we are now out of bounds. That skip can take as long as it takes, and first try is always nice to see. Now we're going to be doing a bunch of jumping, and the hardest part here is we do have to avoid certain parts to not fall through. If we fall through, then we're going to have to redo it. But we'll be losing our dash all over the place, so we're going to be trying not to lose it as much as we can.
落ちちゃうとやり直しになるので、
This one looks strong.
やり直しというか、
Be careful.
なんかイベント始まっちゃうのかな。
Let's all work together.
気をつけたいところ。
And I think this skip saves about like 3-4 minutes, something like that. Well, I guess if it's first try, it's more like 5 minutes. I think. I don't know. I don't remember. I guess it'd be even more because we are very underleveled.
もちろん結構ちゃんとストーリーがあるところをがっつり飛ばしていこうとしてる感じですよね。
Okay, make sure that's a rough part to make. Make sure we get up there because that's the final hurdle you have to get. Okay, and then we fall down here.
How could you just jump like that?
We're done with the jumping part. We can just go from inside the geometry. And you're supposed to break these ice walls that get in the way. There's also some very
着
scary
地し
enemies.
て
There's like
大丈夫
one
って
where
こ
you
とは
fight
う
a
まく
big
いっ
thing
たっ
and
てこ
those
とです
things
かね。
blow you up at the same time. It's awful. And we're gonna have to deal with one.
まあ、変なところいますけど
We don't
も
want to deal with both. And so we come inbounds here. And we have Coil Moil now, this boss. It's armored. We have to throw some stuff at it first. It's permanently wet. So we cheat him. Yuito has to fight
さっき
this
もう一
one
方のチームと
as
揉め
well
てるとこでしたけ
by
ど、
his story.
My body won't move.
But he doesn't
若い
have
スキップしちゃいました
cheating,
か
so。this fight is terrible.
We have to finish this soon.
I'm borrowing this.
2, 3. We basically have a window for 4 throws during a crook.
まあ超えられちゃうなら仕方ないで
Used
す
to。be able to one cycle this, but since we're so under level now, I cannot.
The other's body is covered in ice. We should break it.
Okay, there we go. It's going
今回はかな
underground.
り終盤と。
Are you
I had that perfect dodge. Thanks, Kyoka. You messed it up. You got me hit. Not like it matters. Oh, but my meter. Mine was 18%, I believe, off the top of my head. It's fine.
Too easy. Now, let's finish this.
So the boss weak to electricity gets destroyed, basically. And we continue onwards.
Are you okay, Kyoka? Oh, sorry.
I get to take this little surfboard, and please no crash. Please no crash. I haven't seen the crash here in a long time, but when you break this wall... Okay, we didn't crash. It's crashed on me before.
This is pretty good. I see. We're pushing ahead.
Now we have a couple wave fight here. I don't have a good way to skip it or anything, sadly. If we had Arashi leveled up, which you can't do yet, then I could. So we're gonna get some extra throwables here. We have a goat here that's running around. We're just gonna attack it. It's armored. And we're gonna utilize these enemies. These are the enemies where this dungeon is covered in. And we're just gonna tank it and heal through it. And it's gonna be doing the majority of the damage to this thing.
It's gonna keep hurting you.
We're gonna try not to get knocked too far away. We do have to help the enemies here a little bit. There we go. That one's done. Now we're gonna have a big boy, and I'm just gonna... It's very armored and very scary. I'm gonna do my best.
I can become even stronger.
I'm using it.
I'm gonna grab an L2 object here right away. And grab the second one. Break that armor.
My procrastination level increased too.
And now, we're gonna start chucking stuff at this to try to break its armor and stun it. As we run away from the enemies trying to blow us up. This is on a cycle, so it's not a big deal if we take time.
Kasane, the enemy is stunned and can't move.
One more hit. There we go.
It's over.
That was a nice move.
Alright. It's done. And our final enemy.
It's stronger.
And we made it in time. If you have to take longer than that, that's
You need me.
a bad fight. That fight's killed me tons of times. We have a cave here. We're not going to bother with that. There is a healing item in there, but if we get it on the way out, it's going to turn into an SAS refuel drink. We still have the backup one, which we're going to use for the next fight, if we need it. Next fight, we're actually going to be a little too weak for. We're going to under damage bit. So if it gets out of control, I will just pop it. And we have a little bit of a walking segment.
Burrito is?
We'll know where
This
Yumi
part
and Washi and
is
everyone else
based
is
upon the
once again.
dialogue. So it actually saves 10 seconds in English versus
It's a
JP.
computer that integrates all information
The
into
JP
it.
version's 10 seconds slower on
It's
this.
like Arahabaki and
Or, not version. Audio. It's dual audio. And I've even messed around on like PC when I was looking for stuff. I cheat engine through it and I was able to walk all the way to the trigger by speeding it up.
They might be closed in somewhere.
So yeah, you're just limited by the language.
ここだけかわかんないですけど、どこのこと
There's
かわか
two
んないですけ
segments
ど
in the、game that are limited by dialogue here in the end of the game. I
日
don't
本語
know
より英
if
語の方
the game
が
is faster
10
than
秒
Japanese.
早いらしいですね。
Story-wise, we're in some place, and we're doing some stuff. We got locked up. This is where I think Kasane was born here. This is where her mother's from.
What's all that commotion anyway? Is that because of us?
It's Yuito platoon. I don't know what they're doing, but they're in Togetsu too. We were able to see.
So, some stuff happens, and Kyoka has betrayed us. Oh no. Why do I keep doing that? So we're gonna have to fight Kyoka. She's way more difficult than when we actually use her.
Togetsu spy. You didn't meet her before, Kagero? No, never. Residents of Togetsu almost never communicate with each other.
I normally don't even need this anymore, but I'm gonna get this. It's a backup for the next boss after Kyoka. I've been doing good without it, but I'd rather just have it.
We managed to break it.
That safety net.
To go forward now.
I'm gonna do an initial position setup here.
I need your help. Wait a second. Explain what's going on.
Right. Why did you betray us?
It was all to undo past mistakes.
I knew it. I knew that was gonna miss. This might be a problem. We'll see. Oh, I should have done the invis and then the R2. Whatever. I use my drink. We'll see what happens. We're gonna shock her here. And then after we shock her, we're gonna do what we can.
Just like the Kyoka I met so long ago. My mission always comes first.
It should be enough.
Please, Kyoka.
I believe I messed it up instantly.
Please snap out of it.
That's what the back is for.
No.
It's already a tight strap, but yeah, at the beginning there, you kind of have to do the inputs correctly.
Sorry I made you
It's
worry
not just
too
about
much.
like fighting. It's
That's okay.
attack,
All I did
Shiden,
was watch, but
R2, turn on Kagero, and as soon as it hits you, turn on Kagero again. I think I pressed R2 before doing that. Did it in the wrong order. Luckily you can kind of throw things at these ice walls to get through them. But we've defeated Kyoka, she's back in our party. Stuff happened, and we're gonna get the heck out of here. This will lose durability as we hit enemies. It's no biggie though, because we're just gonna keep flying. We're not gonna do the finisher on it. She does an Emelman turn if you do that, but it's just wasting animation time. We're just gonna go and she'll hop off, and we'll jump the rest of the way.
I found something.
And now we are going to talk to Yuto. We're no longer angry at each other. More like Kasane's no longer trying to kill him.
Who should I?
And there's going to be a lore dump here. Essentially, we learned that humans are on the moon, and they sent some people down here like 1,000 years ago or something, 2,000 years ago.
It's so. The first call. It's hard to.
And the person who came down was Yakumo Sugimaragi, Yuto's ancestor. His family is kind of in charge of Suo. His father was head of administration, and his brother Kaito was in charge of the OSF. Now we have some stuff to get. have some flyers appear. I'm just gonna do a follow-up to get them, turn off invis, turn it back on, and just repeat.
Sounds good. Not quite as good as me, though.
This area has a lot of gate keys, kind of, that we have to interact with. That's one of them.
Arahabaki is the center of the
And now we're
system
coming
that
up to a
defends the
skip.
city
It's
from
a
others.
little harder with both characters, but
I believe so.
just gonna
But then why are there so many others?
do my best.
They couldn't have just found their way in. So someone must have put
Actually, I'll
them
just do
here.
it this way. I'm used to doing. Thanks, Archie. You teleported right where I needed you to not.
Focus and attack.
Okay.
Not yet.
Alright, we skipped that. Almost a disaster. If I tried to jump on that object, after Arashi had teleported right onto it, I would have triggered the encounter.
I need your help.
It's a lot more difficult than it looks. A skip. I usually mess that up a little bit. Now I have these gates. They're going to come from the top or the bottom. It's random. You just use Arashi to get through it. And I think that means that the other one is also going to come from the top. Pretty sure both gates are linked like that.
I'll do
We let
this.
Kodama and Yuta get away.
They'll probably stay hidden now that they've shown
Check.
I'm glad they're gone. I always thought she was hard to understand.
According to my data, the
I
projectile
don't know how I didn't hit that, but I didn't, I guess.
other temporary
Useless. Check.
confusion.
We could do a skip here, but the skip takes just as long as it takes to... It's like a combination of skips, but it takes just as long as it takes to just do this. So we're now going to equip, go to this for SAS Mark II, and Hyoka for Aguro. That way, Hyoka will regen faster, and same with Arashi, and we have the accessory to regen even quicker. Because we need our gauges at, like what, 60% in order to do combo vision. We're going to see just how strong it truly is. We have a fight and a gate key to do. We're not going to do that. And done this. do one throw.
Time for stealth.
中盤、終盤というところで
I'm gonna skip some stuff to get these gate
スキップ
keys.
しないとかなり大変なんでしょうね。うわー、またスキップしてる。このステージはスキップどころが多いです
Kyoka
ね。
needs a corner in order to get the jump back. Arashi needs an edge. I didn't even talk about Arashi, so that's her condition. Sometimes out of a corner, but it's inconsistent. However, you can completely bypass the requirement to get the combo jump. Glitch out of the way if you throw an object and then use the combo vision,
This gate is linked to the camera. The gate will shut if the camera spots
which makes them way better and allows for a lot cleaner
Looks like I'll
skips
have to
later.
make sure it doesn't spot me.
That would work.
I'm going to switch in Kagero, and we need to put our Power 5 back on.
You could also run through it so fast.
And do the brain map that I always forget to do. We're gonna get a little bit stronger here. We're ignoring two parts of the tree, that's the brain drive part, and the brain field, which we'll get a little bit at the end of the run. For now, we have Discipline Parry. This thing is so tanky. I should have waited a little bit for my gauges.
I need your help.
Just gonna buy some time then. We're gonna throw some stuff.
I didn't see it coming because of the forced broadcast.
We need to go into drive, and as soon as we do, we're gonna start chucking stuff at the tank.
It's working. Focus on that spot.
Did I get that in time? I did, okay. We have to... This thing is so tanky. We're going to be doing 4 crushes here.
The liquid in that tank on its back. It looks a lot like water.
Oh, I am going to have to wait a moment.
Kasane, a platoon member is in danger.
Yeah, I'm going to have to wait.
Those water attacks are pretty annoying. Is there anything...
Actually, we're going to redo this. It'll be faster. Let's be faster, redo it. And getting the start here is... Maybe I should do an L2 throw on enemies beforehand. We need him to cooperate at the start. Now I have my Kagero gauge, so we're fine. It messed up by not having that full.
Please, Kyoka. It's working. Focus on that spot.
Time for stealth.
Just chuck some stuff.
We did it. It lost us.
We should be fine without Kyoka. Should have made sure that Kagero is full for strength. Made a slight error earlier.
I didn't see it coming because of the forced broadcast.
We essentially need to get through 2 crushes before using our SAS drink.
Arca saved us. Let's clean this up.
Time for stealth.
Aim for that.
Okay. This one needs to be at like 10%. That was a bit overkill. Yeah, the first fight went bad because I should have activated acceleration later, but also I had Kagero active too early before doing the skip. Anyways, we have drive. We get through that just by chucking stuff at it. We don't have to do a super complicated combo like it used to be. And we grabbed a brain field gear. That's just an item we'll be utilizing at the end of the run. It gives you a brain field right away, whereas normally to access that, you have to be in drive for a certain amount of time. We have nothing to do, so we're just going to continue on. And now we have both parties. Means that Yuito's party is in our crew as well, and we can use anyone we want. We have 2 hotbars now. In the bottom right, we have our 4 main team, and then we're going to have 4 others.
ここで和解して 合流したと、もう一人の主人公のチームと。
And the one that's not assigned to a party is Gemma. That's the invulnerability one, which is fine because we don't really care. We have access to teleport now, though, so we have a better form of movement.
May be responsible.
Whether it was Kasane or Kagero, the fact that the perpetrator was in the OSF will be even harder.
And we'll be seeing this get put to use in this chapter, in the second part. For now, we have to go do some story stuff. Yuito would have a battle here on his route, but we just have to go find him.
Let's hurry and catch up to them.
Story-wise,
We're pushing ahead.
Yuito has found out that Kagero was the one who assassinated his father, so they're gonna duke it out. And Yuito's gonna barely not kill him.
Use it effectively.
There are resource readings in the area. I'll leave the pickup to you.
And after this, we decide we are going to go to Togetsu, which is where Kyoka is from. We were here before in the snowy chapter. And Kagero's from here too. So he says.
Not good on my nerves. Don't scare me like that.
I'm glad you're both okay.
Wataru, Haruka, I'm sorry I made you worry.
Now.
I guess even Tsukumi's given up on me now.
What you did was terrible. Still, I won't stop being friends with you.
Friends. It's been years since anyone called me that. Thanks.
We're gonna lose our abilities here for a bit because we're trying to be sneaky as we approach, and now we have permanent invisibility because Kagero can just do this apparently, but he'll never do it for us in combat.
Are you really feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. My power apparently won't go away too soon, so we just have to see what happens.
Okay. Just don't push yourself too hard.
And we're trying to get to the computer. A big old section of computers, a huge section underground here.
I need your help. Use it well.
We're gonna turn on everything that we can, 4 things here just to get rid of this armor.
Shell are working. I'll try to break it.
Crush things on their own. We could crush them together, but we're trying to manipulate our brain drive gauge. Now we're going to swap our party member here. Arashi and Luca. Think for a moment. Because we do want the acceleration to last longer, and we want Luca to as well, and to recharge faster, because we have a ton of movement to do here, so we're going to need our teleport.
Yeah, it's on the level of our Habaki and Suo. Split apart. We should figure out the real one and attack it.
We're gonna have a little more fights than usual. The way to skip in these areas is too annoying. And we have to go really far. If you have to gain height, like our Habaki is kind of limited in how we can skip because of the height, because we're kind of constantly going upwards. Or if you have to go really far. I can stay in that here as long as I want, but there's no point for like going upstairs and stuff. For skipping fights. I don't want to get trolled by these enemies, so we're gonna pop invisibility real quick so we don't get shot out of the air. And then when Luca's at his combo vision meter, we're going to turn him on again. Because we're going to have to get through some gates. You can use Shiiden on some of these, but some of them you have to use Luca.
I'll be using this.
Yeah, it's probably a bit early. Whatever. Teleport can pretty much teleport as far as you can lock on. If you can lock onto an enemy, you can get them. And it goes much farther than the normal teleports. Story-wise, this area, these cubes and stuff, they're all like computers. So this is some massive thing. It's a computer here that's able to calculate a lot of things, including like the future and a bunch of junk like that. And we're here to find information on something or other. I don't remember. It's been years. Now we're gonna have a gauntlet of 3 fights.
I'm borrowing this. I'm taking this. Thank you later.
I'm gonna do this thing first.
Down. Let's finish it.
Help me, Closetowar.
Useless. Checkmate.
And then start getting rid of these armored enemies. These are like the ones earlier in the game. Okay, we got the bug recovered and activate. But these are a lot tankier than they were before. Their armor.
Useless. It's over.
I'm going to see how this fight goes. We're going to accelerate here, hit these pillars to electrify stuff, and shoot this horse as much as we can. That's good.
The shell is broken. Aim for its weak spot.
Poggo didn't get meter back at some point. That's okay.
I'm taking this.
That never mind. I wanted to crush it, but that's fine.
I need your help.
Get this.
Enemy is stunned.
Or just don't crush ever.
Useless.
電気がかなり強いですね。
So there it is. A slightly slow way. That's okay, because we do want to get drive gauge, if possible. Okay, good. This next segment is quite a bit faster if you have drive active, but where am I? This way. But if you have too good of fights, then you don't get it in time, and then you get it later, and it's a bit slower. We have a pretty big running segment here, and running is faster than teleporting. And we're not in combat, so the gauge drains slower.
So when you teleport, what would happen if there was a tree where you would go? You would probably break if you hit it.
You can see just how much faster it is than jumping as I slow down when I jump. You know, my brain field is active, but we don't care about that. We're not going to use that.
You owe me.
Help me, Closetowar.
You got this, Kasane.
This is not what I was aiming for.
It was thanks to my power.
I'm taking this.
That was a great attack.
Help me, Closetowar. Useless. It's over.
And we don't have to worry about PK gauge because we have Yuito, thankfully, in the party now.
The outer shell is working. I'll try to break it.
Checkmate.
The enemy doesn't see us.
Now we're going to save a little bit of time here. We're supposed to kind of use the surfboard thing, but it's faster to just teleport across this bridge. We're targeting this enemy. And then we're going to lose our drive, and that's fine because we're teleporting. And then we have the hardest skip in the game,
Looks like we can't go any
except it's
further.
not. This is a two-way fight on a timer, and there's a really super tanky enemy here, the worst enemy in the game.
Wait, it is too early.
We're not going to see him at all, and it turns out you can just walk around it.
Get to the other side using my power.
I accidentally found this when I was trying to make a skip for it, and then I dropped and I was like, wait a second, am I just dumb? And I'm like, yeah, you can just walk right around it. This is patched on current version, but by patching it, they actually messed up an earlier encounter that you could just walk around. On 1.08. And we're going to hopefully not get the black screen. If the battle starts right away like this, then we didn't get the bug. There's a bug there, and no idea what causes it, but I'd have to reload the game. And this is an auto-scroller. Have this really big enemy. They should have made it like a super boss, but it's gonna die here from lore stuff.
If we fall,
Maybe. And essentially we just want to keep running right. We don't want to jump because that's going to slow it down by 1 frame every time.
Hanabi,
Slow down our
focus on running.
progress.
Don't stop.
And acceleration doesn't help, teleport doesn't help, nothing helps because that just slows things down. We're just gonna run. And we're supposed to be dodging these by going up, down, and all this stuff. However, it turns out
Relax.
you can just iframe through it by dodging at the right time. It's a pretty big window on the dodge.
The enemy is gigantic, and it seems to be just observing for now. If we keep evading
And now
the
we're gonna get a slow one. We can't actually iframe under that, it's too slow.
I would like to think so.
So we are gonna
You can't
dodge
let
it.
your guard down until we're out of here.
Now we're gonna get a fast one,
Chose right. It seems like they're not giving it their all yet.
and then two more regulars that we can dodge. That's it. And we need to not be on the top side. If we do, we're gonna get blasted and die in 1 hit.
with this monster. It's going in way too hard. There must be an exit up ahead. We have to make it there somehow.
Look, is that big center over there? Just a little more.
Okay, let's break through.
And we're done. Everyone combines their power with the power of friendship and takes it down. And that gate that we saw earlier is going to be a little bit bigger. We have to go to Kunand. We have to go here for storyline reasons. Because this is where we went to the past. Before, if we look up, we'll see that's becoming more of a problem. And it's starting to look a little closer like it was in the future. No, totally. Yeah, this is the Chronos terminal. This is the bitrate destroyer. This is basically a hub for time travel stuff. Kasane is special. She has the power of this red strings. It's for time travel stuff. Essentially, Babe thought it was threatened and send its power of this back to the past or something to her. Kasane's mother, Wagana, and it got passed to Kasane genetically. And this is the old OSF hospital where Kasane's mother is. I like this cutscene. This cutscene's the best. It's where she meets her mom for the first time. However, we do want to keep.
Others could show up at any time.
Maybe if I hadn't died twice and had to reload twice, then I'd watch it. But we do want to be underestimate. It's one of the few cutscenes that's actually like animated until a certain point, then it's not, and people weren't very happy that they didn't animate the whole thing, but they made an anime, so I mean, you know, that's where the animation budget went. We have nothing to do on this standby phase, so we're just going to run right past the table. And in this chapter, we're going to learn from story stuff from Kasane's mother. It's also Yuito's mom as well, so it's they're half siblings.
Using the red strings now.
I'm gonna go
Yuito's here this time.
into this area, and somehow we're gonna have everybody together. And we have to unravel the entanglements, they call it, from traveling through time.
consciousness has made it.
Useless. It's over.
Is this other an illusion? It sure looks real.
Want to be careful with Kagura's gauge here because we do need to utilize SES Restore.
It's the same as it was. We have to fight it.
Because we are going to need his gauge after this. Camera.
Great job. That was a good move.
Do it. Check. Useless. Help me, Kagura.
And Kagura's full up. That's good. That's what we want. Otherwise, this part's not going to be great. We're going to head towards the pink places here.
Yeah, it's like my head is buzzing.
And cutscene here. We're going to cycle between Kagura and Arashi here.
Time for stealth.
So that we can get through these. We're going to get through one and then take a step and get through the other, so we don't have to do that like ending lag animation.
Let's go.
These don't give any rewards, so we don't care about fighting them. Now we're gonna have to do this 3 times because we traveled through the past twice. But it turns out that Karin also traveled once, and so we have to
Unravel that entanglement, right?
try to fix that. But
I think so.
if I recall, something happens and we need to like get him to come help. I forget.
Feel it too. Something's bothering me. There's another one.
Is that 50 years in the future? That should be gone.
I'm taking this.
This is the other that attacked Yuito.
I'll try.
Go ahead.
We only traveled to those 2 times, right?
Yes, I think
Not
those
enough.
are the only ones.
I'll run a little bit.
I'm rooting for you.
Us together. It should unravel.
Yeah, we're fine.
Us together.
Gotta be careful here. These things will kill me in 2 hits. And that's chapter 11 out of the way. Some story stuff's gonna happen, and essentially, we did unravel things, but Wakana is still here. We stole her from the past to bring into our present, and she's gonna have to go back to the past where she eventually died in the story, and she had to do that essentially to protect Kasane, protect the timeline. And we're supposed to talk to everybody, but it turns out you can just leave. Now we are right before the final chapter, so we're gonna do a big old shopping spree. We can buy SES drinks now, some upgrades, another SES Mark III thing. Do we have normal tabs? One just for safety. We'll do the older old stuff here. Our Mark III, and then we're gonna power 6. Put on a new weapon, and power 3 for power 6.
Talk to Shida.
Map, we're gonna grab some crush stuff. We've been avoiding grabbing crush stuff because we're so low in damage, but now we need a crush to catch up to our damage. I'm gonna rearrange something on the brain map to put Yuito here for some stuff and find Yuito over here. We're gonna do a couple bonds. That's gonna get him to level 3. And he also has a combo vision jump, except his is the most overpowered of them all because it's completely unconditional.
No, I meant.
Whereas, again, Kyoka needs a corner, and Arashi needs some sort of edge.
He and I share Yuito.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
Unless you throw
Why
something
I
first.
just.
a pick.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a lot.
I don't think
That actually. You helped me.
Let's see, everything's ready for the final chapter.
My impression of you changed a bit.
We need to find where Karin is. He at some point went to the past and assassinated Yakumo Sumeragi and kind of replaced him in the story. So it's hiding. He's hiding in Sumeragi Tomb, which is Yuto's family tomb. For some reason, is a giant area. I guess it's not that big, but there's like an illusion that'll be here. We're gonna get caught in a trap.
Major General Fubuki said he'd join you too.
Should we go meet?
We're gonna do one fight in this area for enemies, and then the two bosses, and we're gonna skip everything else.
Copy that. We'll go on ahead then. These stairs just go on and on. Ugh, what a pain. What's
I guess we're gonna kill like another encounter too, just
We'll do this. For you, Kasane.
I'm gonna defeat these one at a time
too long to chip away at itself?
for crush gauge reasons. Not that, drive gauge. We need to have it full for the final boss.
I'm taking this.
So we'll just do it one at a time, because you won't get as much if you do two enemies at the same time.
I'm taking this. Useless. Check that.
And they're done. Now I'm going to swap our... This goes 2, this goes 3. We're going to get our SS recovery stuff because we're not going to be fighting anything. We want our gauges to recover faster. And over here we have an out of bounds, which is very easy to get to. You can even invisible staircase it. No invisible wall needed, I guess. And our party could mess things up. We're gonna try our best here.
簡単に抜けられるみたいに言ってますね。
Okay. Not great. Got knocked off. They can pop up wherever you are. There we go. We could try to combo vision our way through here, but this area is protected for some reason, and if we do that, we're going to lose control of a character and drop right before we get in. It's very inconsistent. So we skip the first area. We have a fight here that we're just gonna skip by going up here.
どんどん登っていくと思っ
If
た
you were
ら
on current version, you just staircase it from the corner. We're gonna avoid these enemies. We don't want to build any much drive gauge.
Not yet. All right.
Oh, I don't know what she was
さあ
attacking
ど
the
こを目
enemy.
指してるのかな。
I lost control for a moment. She tried to attack them.
ああ、フラグを避けましたね。
Need to wait for Yui to a little bit and be very careful here. We don't dash into
Match me. I'll follow up.
the trigger. Instead, we're gonna go over it.
Go ahead.
Turns out these areas are not very well protected on the triggers. Bamco games kind of don't let you do sequence breaks on stories. Otherwise, story triggers. Otherwise, I'd skip those too.
Focusing attack. All right. Match me.
And we're through. And we're going to grab an accessory, double-edged sword. This is going to make us do 20% more damage and take 20% more damage.
Now, let's finish it.
Not very, very good since it's a percentage gain.
The attack to the
Our only way to
shell
gain
work.
percentage
I'll try
damage
to break it.
outside of the tree.
Give it to me, Arashi.
You owe me.
Please, Yumito.
We have one cheater.
Help me, Kagura.
He went down even though I was invisible.
That was impressive.
I'll do it.
I probably could have gotten some TP back, whatever. We're going to head forward and we're going to go and not attack things because we don't want drive gauge, and we're gonna go invisible once we get to this enemy, so we don't attract the alligator enemy that can pop up and ruin our skip. Look at the oil tutorial, that might be a problem. I guess we'll see.
Alright. Not yet. Match me.
Nice, we get the extremely rare fail. Arashi can be inconsistent on her skip. I almost want to use Kyoka then. I haven't seen that fail in a while. Sometimes you don't get your
失
stuff back.
敗したのかな
Even when going into an edge.
Use it effectively.
So we'll just do it again.
I'm taking this.
Damn you, Arashi.
Match me. I'll follow up.
The oil is making me sluggish.
We'll just use Rito.
Not good. Someone is down.
Alright.
Oh, failed again. I guess I could have used the edge. We'll save Yurito then. If it's gonna fail, it's gonna fail here.
Help me, Luca.
I'm rooting for you.
All right, it looks like it lost us.
Let's use Kyoka first.
Focusing attack. Match me.
Nope. Oh, do I not have it? Oh, I see. Okay.
うん。
I'm gonna switch to Arashi for Kyoka then. I thought she recovered, but yeah, she's not in the party.
Thank me later.
Help me, Luca. Help me, Kagura.
Please. It lost us.
I'm rooting for you.
Not yet. Alright. Focusing attack.
Okay, we'll be fine from here. I've never had Arashi be as much of a problem before. Right, we'll fix it
ちょっ
back
とやり
up
方
now.
変えて、
Equip some stuff real quick.
と
That's
りあえず進め
my
ましたかね。
power 5 and then my double-edged sword. Now we have to wait. We have to wait for these gauges a little bit to come back.
I'm not done yet.
Probably could have waited, or probably could have tried Arashi again, but I don't want to risk her failing a third time.
ゲージの回復を待って、から進ん
Now
だ
we
か
have
な。
Dominus. This boss has an initial position set up. We just go anti-clockwise on our abilities, and then shoot it 6 times,
Enemy is done.
and then start using invisibility as we chuck stuff at it, and then crush it.
Nice.
This is not as easy as it looks. It's a 4-phase fight.
The one who attacked Aunt Alice?
Different mechanics. The last one can be horrible.
Since he thought it
We'll
was
see.
too
If I get a good
powerful,
fight, then
we better be ready.
it won't matter if I fail
It's
those
over.
skips.
Let's hurry on ahead.
Oh, there's still another.
What if Arashi's combo jump is FPS based?
It wasn't alone?
I'll do this, Sheena.
It looks similar, but it's a
I'm
different.
gonna throw 3 things at it and stay near it. It's gonna back up. Use smoke. And we're gonna chuck something,
Hard to see. Use my eyes.
Help me, Kagura.
or get the rare fail.
This'll do it.
So you need to hit the weak point on its head and you'll one-shot it, but
We did it.
sometimes Kasane is incapable of doing that, so you have to do a few extras. This one, it's either going to attack, which is good, or it's going to charge, which is bad. We don't want the charge, that wastes time. Okay, we got the attack. And we're just going to get its weak point on its arm and crush.
Nice.
Turn off everybody and get ready to take on the next phase. We're going to be entering drive at some point on this phase.
I need your help. For you, Kasane. We'll do this.
Strong individually, but I didn't think it would do something like this.
Cut the noise.
I'm taking this.
I had to load an autosave, so we got an extra animation. Oh, and this boss is immune on certain parts.
I'm taking this.
And that drive
ゲ
animation.
ームの途中ですが、ここで視界交代といたします。ありがとうございました。失礼します。
And now we're at the mercy of the spawns. We have to hope that things are behind it.
If that's the case, the strategy we've been using
Because we have to shock it. Okay,
はい、どう
that's
も、司会変わりました。こ
the drive.
こからはムケ君がお送りいたします。よろしくお願いします。
I think like 3 of my hits got negated.
今のゲームがですね、スカーレット・ネクサスということでですね、僕もこのタイトルは
Switch our essays.
遊んだことがですね、一応
Right? Yeah.
あるんですけど、だいたいストーリー進行8時間半ぐらいでね、今ちょっと止まっ
Do a bit of extra farming.
てる状況なんですよね。
I get some extra drive.
まあ、8時間半ってことは今、あれですよね、2時間半なんで、僕の方がたくさんプレイしてるっていうことですよね。
Bits of farming.
だから僕が勝ってます。
Now for some more skips.
勝ってるはずなんですけど、なんかね、見たことがないマップで、ビンビン飛んで、わかんない動きして、
At least Archie's working again. Oof. Or her jumps.
悪いことしてますね、これはもう、これは良くないな、良くないですね。
I'll be using this.
We're just gonna be out of bounds for a while, skipping this area.
まあ
This is
冗談
not
さて
like
お
here
き、
in the area with a lot of
未プレイのゾーン
enemies.
を
Themselves up and waste your time.
見てしまうことになるんで、ちょっとこれは目つぶって視界をやるしかないのか。まあどうせこれこういうグリッチ使うんだったら見ても正直わからん説はちょっ
We
とあり
can't
ます
void
ね。
out. A lot of areas you'd void out, but there's actual ground there, so we'd be stuck. We'd have to fast travel. We are inbounds, good. Semi-inbounds. We still have to hit the trigger to the next area.
.そうですよね。ムービー全部スキップしてますもんね。
In areas are going to come back if we throw them, so we're going to utilize that to get some drive gauge right now. And we're going to defeat this one. Just because it'll be too annoying.
setting the oil on fire is an effective strategy.
I'm going to do some combo vision for some gauge.
Time for stealth.
Please forgive me.
And throw some L2 objects while we're here. That'll give me some gauge for our drive gauge. We're gonna have to come back, and so we'll just damage down at the end of the run. I want some gauge, actually. We need some. Okay, we're good. We'll go in biz. We need to be able to throw
Looks like the enemy lost
a couple
sight of us.
objects,
I can't imagine.
but we also have to get out of combat as well.
Here too.
うんこのダンジョ
We'll just hide for
ン
a
や
bit
たら
and
長くないですか？これラスダンなんですかね。こう30分以上前からずっとこの風景見てる気がするんですけど。あーこれはまた やろうとしてるな。キャラチェンジして、ブンブンして、あれか、このエリアに入ると、強制戦闘が始まるのかな。だからこれでスチップしようとしてるんだ。
And we're through that encounter, a very horrible encounter.
結構戦闘エリア白いし、敵も撃ちやすいから、基本的には避けて通るんだろうなって感じなんですけど、強制戦闘が入ると戦わざるを得ないんですよね、多分ね。で、こっから多分全部、そういったエリアはスキップしていく。さすがにこれ無理か。
We have to hit that cutscene because if we don't,
無理。これ成功したのか。わかんない。でもなんか8進んでる感は。移動判定に触れた。
Again, we're just skipping encounters by going over them. This room, sometimes you lose control of your character, and hopefully, if that happens, I'll just have to do the autosave, but hopefully it doesn't happen. You can lose control right before the end. And to hopefully not do that, we're going to do 2 throws. Arashi. And backdash over it.
わかりやすいですね。こうやって飛んでいくことで戦闘エリアをスキップする。しかしこれまともに戦ってたら普通にラスダン突破するのに1時間半以上かかるんじゃねえかなって感じしますよね。
And again, this is just the ridiculousness of Kasane's aerial mobility. Allows you to do all this along with normal jumping. This is the final area.
ちなみにこの操作さん EST が今2時間50分で設定されてるんですけど SRC スピードラン.com 上の記録が2時間48分とからしいので結構 EST 的にはカツカツです。この RTA 全部見てたわけじゃないんですよ。途中で事故ったりとかしてない限りはまあそれぐらいの時間で終わるのかなって感じですね。記録ペースならあと10分。
I don't like this position. Okay, we're good. A little more than needed, but was not good. And then the final room. Awful room. We don't want to deal with that. Please, Arashi, do not fail.
やってますね。ジャンプしてキャラチェンしてなんかぴょんぴょんしだしたら悪いことの。お。もうここもうっかり落ちてしまうようなもんなら戦闘が始まってしまうって考えると結構緊張感は。
Menus. We're gonna invest in our brain map here. We're gonna get half damage and extend the timer because we're gonna use brain field for the first time. We need the half damage. Technically you don't, but you have to get lucky because you can absolutely die on the final boss. We're going to equip our damage stuff. Part 6 and 5, and we need to switch their AI to evasive. The boss fight.
後で遊ぼう。
With not that button, and then we're gonna move. Now that we've unlocked the final area, we're gonna go back to Rebellion where we got some drive gauge earlier, and we're gonna damage down to low life and fill up a drive gauge to maximum. And you can't activate drive when you do it with when you fill it up with an L2 object, special object. Please do not guard ambition. 3 shots and 1 kick. We're not gonna get up, otherwise we can get hit.
これはなんかわざと手段してるわけではないのか。
Checking barrels. That is enough. We are out of here. We're gonna switch our gauges back to the correct ones and add Arashi and Yuito so they last a bit longer. And we are ready for the final boss. This setup is possible without low life, but the window for it is like 0.2 seconds of leeway. It's so incredibly tight, and it relies on the AI actually attacking the boss. So it's just free with low life as long as you do it right. We're going to get close to the boss and activate drive because it'll stun anything, including him, for a bit, and that'll give us a window of opportunity to attack him, we'll break him, and then we'll do a PK field. Use a drink, and then get him to between 20 to 24%. And then crush, because he goes into brain field at 70%.
I won't let you get in the way.
We'll do this for you, Kasane.
And we're going to go in a circle as we try to keep him.
カレントラバース
in the center. As soon as we hear that sound, we do our PK field, and then we're going to turn on their AI, because if they attack at all, this strat is so tight that even one hit will push us over the edge. It's not great, it was... I didn't turn on Kyoko, but that's fine. That was easy. Kyoko does cause like an extra hit and a bit of lag, and it does eat into the brain crush window. That's phase 1, no brain field. Phase 2 has a mechanic where you have to break this thing in the middle, and then you have to like throw it at him. Just gonna try to. Without to, it's a really long, convoluted, overly done segment just to break the wall. So we're gonna ignore that and just use the brain field of our own to ignore the mechanics. And if we can break one of these guys, okay, I got rid of one. If we get low life, oh shoot, no, I did not get one. Where is it? Please do not shock me. We got shocked. Okay, the bad thing that can happen happened, where we got shocked the moment that we hit him. So there's a glitch where if you break the wall and you don't drop the item, you do more damage in brain field. So we're gonna have the exceptionally rare thing that hasn't happened to me in a long time happen. This is who didn't get the brain field extension. So we're gonna have a bit of a fight on our hands here. If it happens again, and then I'm just cursed apparently. I'll just be cursed.
There's nowhere to run. Yuito, you can do this. Of course.
Brain gear and max J. We can only use one.
No matter how many enemies there are, we'll crush them all. Yeah.
No other choice.
It better not happen twice in one fight. That's never happened.
And we'll all help to do it.
That's why I have the emergency item, but unfortunately one of the items that's okay, we haven't broken the wall yet.
I'm fine.
どうなんでしょう。これラスボスなんですかね。ずいぶん硬いんで。
It happened again.
そうなんかなと思ったんけ
I knew that
ど
was gonna happen in the run.
そうですね。残り時間的にもなんか
We're gonna have a
あと
problem.
3分ぐらいはかかりそうな感じはするかな。
I guess we have to do the normal mechanics that I haven't done in years.
いや3分かかるかな。
I because he has to get to 10%.
Time for stealth.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do the normal mechanics. Yippee! So you have to not get stunned on at least one of the phases. It's probably, I don't even know what the percentage is. This is what the normal stuff looks like. We're gonna have a thing and we have to break it.
You can break that crystal. I bet you could use it with your psychic.
あ、でもこれ結構かかりますね。倒すまで。もうちょっとなんだけどな。あと 1.5 割ぐらい。
And this is what the normal mechanics would be. We throw the thing at it. And then we throw the thing at the boss. We do the L2 here. This is what we try to avoid. But yeah, if you get stunned twice, you're screwed. I don't even know if I'll kill him here.
Help me, Hanabi. It's up to you. I'm taking this.
This doesn't work, does it? No, it doesn't.
Lend me your power.
Okay, we're fine. Extra cycle. This fight will be between 1 to 2 cycles. If you get the low life in the first fight, you can 1 cycle in say like a minute. If you get the 2 cycle, that's normal. And if you get the 3 cycle, that doesn't happen. But it happens. Sadness. It's just, there's like an internal shock.
どう終わりそうですか？これそろそろ、やっぱ3戦目あるよね。
Kicks ice, the jump shock attack with the shock orbs.
SAS and Brain Talk are offline. Is this Karin's doing too?
So you have to not get hit by the shock orbs. And even then, they have to hit you at alternating times because we have the. Do I have my thing on? Yeah, we have the iframe thing to get through it, to not get hit by them.
They're probably fighting just like me. I can't break after
So,
coming
yeah.
this far.
We're not done yet. We gotta do the
まあ、
final.
プンプンしてるってことは、今殴ってもダメージ取んないってことかな。
I'll do this, Shinan.
So we're just gonna keep attacking him until the dialogue finishes with Shiden.
So you're all right.
We can't do anything yet.
You.
これは当たっ
This
てる
setup is consistent.
You were the one making everyone worried. Not like I was worried though.
ああ、これで攻撃キャンセルしてんのかな。
Push phase. The next
な
one,
んか
there's
そんな
no,
感じがするな。
there's no guaranteed way to push. It's supposed to push when some movie
ああ、なんか終わり
is
そう。
speaking,
これ
but
で
it seems
終
to
わ
be
りそう
bugged to where it's just random. There's no way of knowing when it's gonna push. It's just going to.
まだ
It might,
か。
it might push phase. It might not. Woohoo! We'll see. So you can just lose like 30, 40 seconds out of nowhere.
We figured you were all lonely by yourself
Oh, I shouldn't be throwing it.
as fast as we could.
I found you, and then SAS connected.
なるほど。確かにイベント戦っぽい感じは。
So he's supposed to teleport towards us and then teleport away. And he's supposed to push right now. There we go. A little bit of time waste.
Not too shabby, Kasane. I'll protect
We're kind of coming up on time now. We are on the final phase. We can't defeat him until Arashi finishes speaking, but we can get him to 1 HP, and maybe Arashi will finish him. So the end is going to come quick.
まだ。
Okay, he gave us an
ゲー
opening.
ジ出てきた。
We have to wait for an opening to DPS him.
お紳士っすね。あとはこれ削ったら終わりかな。
Thank you for saving me.
Apparently, I was so fast that the dialogue didn't start.
Relieved to see you're okay. No user.
しぶとい。
We can't let my brother's plan succeed. Let's fight, Kasane.
Kasane, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I'm sorry I'm so late. You don't have to be so worried.
Okay, we're
あ、
going
タイム止まった。戦闘続いてますけど、もう入力しなくても終わるってことか。
And
GG です。
anytime now, time.
I can become even stronger.
that run was horrible. We're done. And they're gonna defeat him with the power of friendship, as one would expect.
I will never accept this world. How could I? I refuse to accept it!
What was his time? 23 seconds overestimate.
ここ見ない方がいいもしかして。まあ、大丈夫か。はい、ということで、スカーレット・ネクサス、重ねエニーパー、ハードモードの RTA でした。まあ、さすがに知らない戦闘を所じるんで、後で僕もちょっとこのゲーム、買ってはあるんで、まあ8時間ぐらい遊んではあるんで。
She's a little inconsistent on the skips.
後で遊んでみようと思います。
It's like, wow, I just lose a minute each time.
I should probably return the favor.
And then the thing that's never happened, that shouldn't happen on the final boss, of course. Of course.
But thank you.
But yeah, that's the mechanics that we're trying to skip there. The whole like thing where you destroy the thing, you do the throw, you do the animation. It's really long, convoluted. But by using brain field, you just skip it all. And yeah, we're gonna get a final spirit
ちょ
bomb.
っと今のうちにお知らせをしておくんですけれども、2時間50分ね、皆さんずっと見続けて、お目目が疲れてると思いますので、このゲームの画面がですね、切り替わった後に、一旦お休みの時間を設けたいと思います。まあ、言い換えると、配信の最中で行います。チャンネルはそのままで大丈夫なんですけれども、画面が切り替わらない、動かないって思ったら、ブラウザのリロードをお願いいたします。
Our bonds give us strength.
Our bonds give us strength.
It's a good little ending thing, although it's cheesy as hell. Okay. He gets spirit bombed. And he tries to catch it. Come on. I don't know why the bad guys always do this. When Goku throws that spirit bomb, just move. He'll blow up the earth. Like, that's it. Just move.
結構割と力でのしてる感じですね。こう説得対話は無理だったんかな。
But yeah, so story-wise, the reason he's doing all this and being the bad guy is, the woman he loved got turned into another. There's this extinction belt that drops these particles, it drops these bad monsters, but it can turn people into these as well. It was really low at the time, like ground level like a cloud. And Alice got turned into it.
本家の子は結構熱く語ってる感じですかね、奏者さんが。
But in every attempt, it's basically destroying everything.
もうめちゃめちゃストーリーの開
But
発を
at
し
the
て
end
る。
of the run, essentially what happens is, at the end of the story is, he's gonna go back in time and somehow save her and erase himself and trade himself, which makes no sense logically. It's just some mega plot hole. But he does save her.
Listen to me. Please, Karin.
I don't know. I have some disagreements with the story.
I beg of you.
There's a character in the story which is the type of character that should never be killed ever in a story, and they get killed. They die. That's like a terrible no. A bad thing to do, I think. Mainly because Kasane essentially has no reason for fighting. I don't know what their reasons are. Yuito fights to be a good guy. He's a good, you know, the usual protagonist. Kasane's not like that. But in the end, she gets no reward out of all of this at all.
Cruel, but you have to find a way to live within it.
So yeah.
This world without Alice.
Okay, goodbye, Fubuki. That's a guy we never see. We never fight, he never joins us. He's just in there. Everyone ends up having like plans for the future.
まあさすが長そうですね。
It was literally the worst run I did this whole week. Oh well. I find out new things in this run every time. I knew I recognized some of those oral cigarettes.
まあ、このスカーレットネクサス、スチームでね、遊べますんで、まあ、ストーリー興味出てきたら、皆さんも遊んでみてください。そうです、チャット欄でも書かれてますけど、今はちょっと割引とかはね、されてなくて、フルプライスにはなってしまってるんですけど、ちょくちょくセールはしてるはずなんで、僕もセールで買った記憶があるんで、そこ狙ってね、買って遊んでみてはいかがでしょうか。ということで、スカーレットネクサスでした。はい、で先ほどご連絡した通りなんですけど、この後配信の再起動を行います。はい、画面切り替わらない場合は、お手数ですけど、ブラウザのリロードの方お願いいたします。では一旦失礼いたします。